one specific event that we recently attended that we haven't spoken about yet. So I'll talk about that a little later. But Java Mittens also asked, are there currently any restraints with regard to the number of clients you're able to onboard, or can VeraViews easily scale in its current form to practically handle any number of clients? So this is an interesting question, and it's a two-part answer, really. In terms of our infrastructure, so pushing data on chain and the use of VeraChain, that's able to scale, right? So we've got our own sidechain of Ethereum. We chose to do that precisely for this reason, so that we could scale in a low-cost environment, batch transactions and push data to chain. Obviously, if we were doing that on Ethereum, even though gas costs are vastly lower than they have been, it would still be pretty costly. So VeraChain as a solution can scale. VeraViews is absolutely able to scale. What we will do in the future is scale up the team to meet that. We are always looking to onboard new developers to the product team so that we can handle more requests, more people to help with onboarding. And this is one of the reasons why we've put so much emphasis on making automated systems for onboarding and automated guides and help systems and documentation, so that publishers can essentially use VeraViews without too much team intervention, so that we have maximum time to carry on building the product. So it is scalable. Obviously, with any solution, it requires human hours. But the solution to that will be that we build our team, and we're always looking, for talent. So the next question is another one from Renikris. I think this is actually a question that I said I was going to answer. Will you be doing any pieces about industry events that you or the team might have gone to, will go to, but haven't announced yet? So we do have a couple of events that we're going to announce shortly. Obviously, we've already put on the roadmap that we're going to Cannes again this year, and to Mexico again this year. Our Cannes activity is going to be a lot more, probably, I'm trying to think of the right word. It's going to be a lot more sophisticated, I guess, than it was last year. So we're actually going to have a much bigger presence there. We're doing a similar type of networking event, but when we last went to Cannes, it was before VeraViews had actually really launched as a standalone product. We didn't actually have the VeraViews website set up yet. We didn't have the back end set up. So now, this time around, it's less of a meet and greet and more of a, this is what our technology can do. So in aid of that, we're going to have a lot more branding there. We're going to have a lot more information for people to actually take away about VeraViews. And hopefully we're going to be able to sit down and have a lot more conversations about how publishers that are at Cannes can actually get started with using VeraViews. So it's a similar event, but it's likely to have a much better yield for us because we're actually at a point where our product is ready and live to use. So I think that's an important distinction to make. Any event that we go to this year is likely to have more impact because we're at a point where we can actually start easily onboarding publishers. There's another, I think probably a hidden question in there. I know a few guys, or a few people, sorry, have asked about whether we were at the Brand Safety Summit this year. It's a event that happened in London. Yeah, the VeraViews team were there. And this is probably something that, yeah, we could talk about a little bit more. So we've now got 3 full-time business directors. So we have Dan, who is our overall head of business development. We have Sandip, who is our publishing director, and we have David, who is our demand director. The reason why we haven't been making a huge deal about which events that they've been to is it's basically their full-time job now to attend events, hold meetings, and go to these sorts of industry events to promote VeraViews and also to learn what's going on in the industry. They go to multiple events per month. They all live in London, so there's these events happening all the time. So we're probably only going to actually publicise going forward the major events that we've got some sort of activity at. If you guys would like, I'm happy to say that we're going to attend events, which events we're going to attend, but it's whereas it used to be like a big thing for us to attend an event, we're at a lot of them now, is what I'm trying to say. So normally we are going to only publicise the ones that we're actually doing something at, of which Cannes and De Mexico is one. And we're also looking at some other events that we can participate and take an active role in this year. The NDA New Digital Age Heroes Award is one of them, where we're going to be the main sponsor of the publishers category. So these are the kind of events that we're going to talk about more in the future, rather than just saying that we've attended an event, because I think that that doesn't bring value to our communications, because obviously anyone can attend an event. What we're going to tell you guys about is what we've actually done at events. But yeah, you may see the VRA Views team at an event or on an events list. This is just part of their normal daily job now. They get to go to loads of interesting events, and I try and attend when I can as well. So that's just part of our commercial expansion. We're going to be a lot more industry events, and that's just going to be basically part of the course.